Boobop, do me a favor and write a new ending to your story. You've been telling the same old story again and again. Everything that happened to you, what you've been through, what you've experienced, and how life is planned out for you, how it's fated to go. Let's tell a new story. Because your divine team has been trying to tell you again and again through angel numbers, through dreams, through different kinds of messages that have been coming your way, letting you know that this story doesn't have to end the way that it's always ended for your family members, the way that it's always ended in the movies that you see where it doesn't end well for the person. It doesn't have to end the way that you keep replaying in your head. This doesn't have to be the ending. You don't have to be so definitive in how this all goes down. You don't have to give meaning to every little thing that you don't like, saying that this must mean my life is doomed, that what I want can't happen. I'm too old to go after my dreams. Let's rewrite a new story. You are the creator, right? Here's a pen. Here's some paper. Let's write a new story and let's start embodying the fact that change can and does happen. As a matter of fact, change is the only constant. So if it's the only constant, why are you so definitive? Why are you so certain that nothing will change? How are you still living believing that nothing is going to go in a different direction if you just decide that it go in a different direction? It may not happen the moment you decide that it's time for it to go in a different direction, but it will happen. And if you stick to it, and if you believe it, and if you pray for it, and if you connect to it, embody it, you have no choice but to experience change. But you can't do the back and forth thing anymore. You can't be in between anymore. You need to be in a position of trusting, knowing, and believing that change is the only constant. So every time you're looking at your life and you're saying, I lack this, I struggle here, I'm going through this X, Y, and Z, I'm just so hurt, I've been hurt for a long time. You also need to remind yourself, but change is the only constant. Change is the one thing that I can believe will happen. Change is the one thing that always, no matter what, has to happen. The planetary alignments show this. God shows this. Life shows this. So I must believe it. And once you do that, and you believe it, and you trust it, allow your life to change. Believe that it will change. And I promise you, it will change.